It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Up next, it's our main event between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. Andres Borregalis ready to get us started. And here we go from Lambeau. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here's 10.
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Set. 6, ready.
Shotgun now for Love. It's taken in by the rookie out of Indiana. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Down. 45. Wide. Hut.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
10 black. Hut. Ready.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. This throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
That's good for a Packers.
Ready.
Play fake, it's Love. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball.
Right.
It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Stick it in the air, Love. Hits him on the in route. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone.
Faster.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
1st down.
The Packers take their 1st time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Smash. 33. Yellow.
Now Love on the play fake. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Bucs to kick this away. Devin Duvernay to return it. He lost the football. Oh, fortunate stuff there. Looks like another one of the members of the return team was able to get it, so a friendly bounce. They'll retain possession.
Awareness, awareness, awareness. So critical in so many phases of the game. And in this phase, in the special teams phase, it's not just hitting blocks and clearing a lane, but in this case, recognizing the fumble and most importantly, keeping that possession.
They'll run it with Travion Henderson. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. It was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach the second down.
It's second and 8.
From the gun, it's May. He's got it deep downfield. He will go! Touchdown, New England! The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Tie ball game now as they send this away. Has this at the 6. He'll head out of bounds on the return. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go. Blue 32. Ready?
To the air with Long. That's caught Tucker Kraft. And he's going to get this one to the 36-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Black 10.
Love from the gun. He put everything he had into this one. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Second and 10. Love trying again. Fits it through the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's good for a Packers first down.
Ready.
Love now, off the play action. Cut down the field, Golden. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down that 17-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Harrison secures this left side. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Come on, set. 10, check, hut.
On second down, Jacobs. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it first and goal.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
The 6-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Ready, ready. 52 blue, set.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers break the tie here in the first. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this
some new resources here. You gotta dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker, because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's the pistol snap to May. From deep to the left side. They connect on the deep shot. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots trim the lead to 1. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Patriots tie things up at 14. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Return coming from the 6. Jukes away from 1. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
A nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Love. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, you love when you can go from 1st down to 1st down, Brock. Makes things easy for an offense, and it is the primary reason that he gets looks that he does.
Every touch he gets has a solid chance of working out just like that. And it's why many of these first quarter looks have his name all over them.
He's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
I like that right there, Kate. Early in this game, show your cards. Double this guy. They know his ability, his reputation. Make somebody else beat you.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Loves to throw again. It's caught by Harrison. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the 1st. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone.
Here we go. 50, green.
Throwing again. Love. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Making that throw in double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Yellow, 22. Ready.
Once more, it's Love. And this is going to fall incomplete. Well, they made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. So now it's 3rd down.
And 8 yards to go.
Come on, set.
3rd and long for him here. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Christian Gonzalez has it.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
He locates Daniel Bellinger. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Keep on, man. Keep it on. They can't stop us. Keep on.
Quick throw completed by May. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
New set of downs for him and starts at the 38. They go play action. Here's May. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Eddie, what's up? Five. Hey, Jim Wright.
Here he goes, third and long. Buys time, rolling right. Big play, pushes them beyond midfield. And finally down, right along that opposing 40. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Trying an inside give to Henderson. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. May looking to throw. Setting up the screen with Henderson. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball and turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Eighth play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going.
Here goes that. Eddie, what's up? Crazy.
They put a receiver in motion right. May now, 3rd and 2. He has the first over the middle. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
Henderson on 1st and 10. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
Good foot nasty. Eddie, what's up? Crazy. Five. Crazy.
May now from the gun. He's got Bellinger. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Third and a lone yard coming up.
Crazy. What's up? Eddie, what's up?
Man in motion, headed right. 3rd and 1. Here's May. It's on target to Williams. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. They've got themselves a 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lambeau after this. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Henderson will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the gun, it's May. And he has it in the end zone for the New England touchdown. The Patriots get some late points and the lead. Corey Gallis on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots break that tie and now lead by 7. Corey Gallis on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Nice starting spot for the Packers here. This is 1st and 10.
Ready.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Love out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Down.
Now Love on the play fake. Running down the left side. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner chicken dinner.
We've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Here's May on 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
May on 1st and 10. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. Shotgun handoff to Henderson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Patriots trying to hustle everyone up to the line. To the air on first down, May. He finds his running back, Henderson. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. Now we're going to have a timeout by New England. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Here we go, son. Yeah, you're here. Here we go. Hey, what's that? Crazy. Crazy.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. Escapes the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he will slide down just a little bit shy getting that first down, but better to avoid the hit. Smart play there, and it's going to set up 2nd and 1 at most. May.
At the 16-yard line.
Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line. First and goal coming up.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Now it's Andres Borregales to try the Patriots field goal. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And they've taken back the lead.
Okay, that's just an excellent play call to get a chunk of yards and set up that field goal before halftime. Job well done.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break.
It's going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Set, hut. 33. Set.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he could not break beyond the line. So that's how our half's going to end. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go, son. It's 5. Hey, what's up? Hey, dip right, dip right. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Here's May to the air. Big strike here to Williams. Here he goes again. And he is into the end zone for a New England touchdown. The Patriots grow the lead coming out of halftime. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Showing a little burst so far. They haven't caught him yet. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, you get an exciting return man back there fielding it. Wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Did we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. field position for the Patriots as they get set for 1st and 10. Here's May. Completed over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
Here's the pistol snap to May. Rolling out to his left. On the run, deep down the left side. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. A pretty tough play for him to make right there, partner.
And such a fascination with these kind of plays today, Kate.
Yeah, there is. Rolling that direction, but it is hard for him to deliver a pass at full power. I mean, my stomach's hurting just watching him try to get those hips around, and it is indeed picked off.
Because fundamentally, it's so unsound. It's why these passes will be underthrown, not having enough be able to float in the air. You know, fun is in the fundamentals, right? It's the first 3 letters of fundamentals. It's fun because it leads to success. You take this kind of risk, or it can blow up in your face as it did right there.
Completes this one to Kraft. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they take him down right along the 30. So no set and downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
45. Right. Hut.
Love from the gun. To the right side, hauled in by Harrison. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to hit Josh Jacobs out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Love trying again. And he will have them a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up. And you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
5. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up here, man? Crazy.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. L'Jarius Sneed with the INT. And the Packers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Set, ready, set.
Shotgun now for Love. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So that brings up 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to the air. Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
On the ready.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. McManus sends it through. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Here's Duvernay on the return. Escapes a defender. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Duvernay on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Patriots lining up. It's 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Henderson here from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
This is Henderson on 2nd down. Again, he's taken down right at the line. Same guy, same call, same result. And now it's 3rd down.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Hey, what's that? Hey, 10 right.
3rd and long for him here. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting into practice right here. Don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
He'll throw it. He connects downfield. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Oh, about 19 yards on 4th down, partner. And the call to go for it pays off. 1st and 10 from the 43. The give now to Henderson. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Looking for his back, but he will not find him. It's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's May. This one to Williams out left side. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
You know, I like the completions. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Back to throw it. Finds a seam down the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That excitement brings us to the end of the quarter. They'll have a shiny new set of downs to play with to start the fourth. It's the Patriots with possession, needing to erase that deficit in a hurry. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. It's Henderson on the give. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
May now from the gun. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
I just hate that. I just hate to see that. Everything on the play was done so well. Everybody did their job. But you got to finish. You don't get many chances to make that type of play for your team. You got to come through on that touchdown.
That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Motioning the tight end now.
Crazy. Hey, come with me.
Desperation time here on 4th. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Packers getting set here. 1st and 10.
No, 32. Set.
Play action. Love. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
You know, Kate, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
They did it! He made the interception! Roberts Spillane has it! And the Patriots have some new life in the 4th!
Not just a bad decision, frankly. There really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
May on 1st and 10. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Jarius Sneed with the INT.
Must be paying these guys a day rate, not the hourly rate, because it took them just one play to answer interception for interception. We're right back, basically, to where we were 2 snaps ago, with a whole lot of excitement in between.
Love with it on 1st down. Running by his back, it's Jacobs. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. This play goes for 36. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down. Only took them 1 play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Love now on 1st and 10. This is completed downfield directly. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All set now, 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete. 2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go. Ready?
Stick it in the air. Love. Oh, he lost the football. Scooped up by the Patriots. And they're going to take possession of the football, but they're going to do it deep on their own side of the field.
You know, Kate, this is one of those circumstances where you got to play it all the way through the whistle, right? Didn't look good defensively. Give up a big chunk passing play, but then you turn around and one hit totally changes the moment. You get the ball back and you turn the mojo in this building around.
First down throw for May. They'll just throw it away, but here comes the flag. There was nobody in the neighborhood of that one. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because he nailed that one.
Here.
Operated from the gun. Here's May. He just kept going their own way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play. And then all of a sudden, in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately, there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you can give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
Avoids the defender. We've got a foot race. This is going to be down to, looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there, and a new set of downs. On first and 10, here's Love. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Here's Love up to the line. 2-point attempts coming.
Come on, 38. Ready.
They send him straight up the middle. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Duvernay on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Bringing the offense to the line. First and 10. Here's May to the air. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To throw. Here's May. Oh, finds his running back, Henderson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here. Going play action, May. And they pick him off again! L'Jarius Sneed with the INT.
4 picks, 1 game. Hey, I get it. They've not all been his fault, but it isn't any easier to stomach. For the sake of his mental game, it's about time to limit things to short, easy passes or simply take him off this field altogether.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
To the left and hauled in by Likely. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first. Love from the gun. Quick slant into the hands of Golden. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers grow the lead now to 22 points. On now is McManus to kick this away.
To kick off for Green Bay.
Here's Duvernay on the return. Making some progress here. And that'll put him up across the 35-yard line as they begin the series. Good field position for the Patriots as they get set for first and 10.
I hear the son. Crazy. 5.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And at After one play of this drive, might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for second down.
Second down.
Here's May. Thrown towards running back, but he comes up empty, incomplete, and now they're facing third down. All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Putting the tight end in motion. Here he goes, third and long. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Patriots hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Fourth and forever coming up. Desperation time here. Finds him over the middle. And they are sent off the field. They had to go.
Yeah, huh?